As the year comes to an end, it's quite common to find ourselves looking back over the past year to think about what we've done, what we've achieved, and more often than not, maybe kicking ourselves for all of the things that we didn't quite do or didn't quite achieve, like we thought we might at the beginning of the year. And if that's you, I want to let you know that you're not alone in that, that we're hardwired to actually notice the things that we didn't do. And I'm going to give you some tips on where to look at, where you maybe have done a lot better this year than you maybe think you have on first glance. Hi, my name is Sonia. If you're new here, which you may well be because this is a fairly new channel, I talk about running a gentle business, being creative, and doing both of these things whilst navigating midlife. So, why is it that we tend to focus on the things that haven't quite worked out? And the main reason for this is because we are actually hardwired to think like that. It's an evolutionary thing where our brains are programmed to help us notice the things that didn't work out as well, rather than focusing on the things that are going well, which is useful when we were living in a cave, but not so useful now in modern day life. And if you're running a gentle business, the truth is that you're probably balancing dreams, aspirations, and goals alongside juggling a busy home life alongside anything else that life happens to throw your way throughout the year. And it can be a lot. And the thing that I want to remind you is that in a business sense, we are all running our own race and we all have very different training conditions. None of us have the same home life. None of us have the same pressures, and none of us respond to those things in the same way either. And so your goals might get derailed by something that has happened throughout the year. And that's something that you shouldn't be beating yourself up about because it's not something that you could have predicted or can even influence. The only thing that you can influence is how you react to it and what you decide to focus on going forward. I mean, it would be easy for me to sit here and say that from a business point of view, I have not had a good year. I stepped back from my business in February because life stuff happened, and that meant I did not achieve the goals that I set myself at the very beginning of the year. But rather than focusing on that, I can have a look at my business as a whole and look at the things that have worked. So I can see that my systems have worked well because my newsletter list has still grown. And although I haven't met profit, I have covered my costs. And given how little I've worked in my business this year, that is still a success. And so when you're looking at your year, I would love for you to look at what can you celebrate that has gone well in your business. And they don't have to be measurable in terms of numbers have increased in terms of newsletters or follower numbers or anything like that. Could be that you have showed up in your business every single week. It could be that you are more familiar with a software that you use in your business and writing newsletters, for example, or editing a blog post is so much quicker for you. And those are things that are really important in terms of your confidence and in terms of helping you to move forward and grow your business. And they are things that are definitely worth celebrating as you go into the new year. And I also want to say, don't forget to celebrate things in other areas of your life as well. I this year have spent a lot more time with family and friends, which has been incredible, and fallen back in love with knitting. And my sourdough is slowly getting better, although it is something that continues to keep me humble. but one day I will get there. But do remember to look at all areas of your life and things that have made you happy and have added to your life, and look at how you can continue those going forward into the new year. And for those goals that you didn't meet, maybe have a look at whether or not it was because there were outside factors influencing it, which meant that you couldn't dedicate the time to it. Was it that your goal was too ambitious? Or is it because you didn't dedicate enough time to doing it? And if so, is that because you didn't enjoy doing it? You underestimated how much time it would take? Or maybe it's something that doesn't fit into your business as well as you thought it did. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you've looked back over 2025 and find some successes that you maybe hadn't thought of. And if so, I'd love for you to pop them in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give me a follow. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye.